Peter Hill and Denis from the Glenbrook Historical Society here. Would you like to say hello?
Yeah, hi, Peter.
And we're just having a run through of
That's Eric Skarratt.
So it's
Eric Skarratt was an architect who lived at Glenbrook.
Fairly famous guy. He's looks possibly in his 70s, 60s, around there. Fine-looking person wearing a suit and striped tie with a curtain background. Would you like to describe what that is?
Well, it looks like some Eric's drawing instruments he used for making up his architectural drawings. On this photo collection we have is a whole series of all these drawing instruments, and it's a general collection of stuff all through his life, actually.
So the actual pictures here is this classic T-squared. I haven't seen that for years.
Drawing board and T-squared.
T-squared, thumbtacks on the piece of paper. There's a slide rule at the bottom, 2 pencils. It looks like some sort of scalpel, your rubber, but importantly a angle triangle.
A triangle for drawing various angles.
You can set this up.
Typical two pencils and an ink pen.
Yeah,
dividers and compasses.
Yeah, there's a special one for drawing large circles at the bottom there. Your compasses, where you've got the spin wheel which can go out, and a lead goes in there, and that's made from Germany, from Mars. A beautiful.
Still with the pencil company, I think. They make pencils.
And this is just a beautiful old plastic, British-made, 360 degrees.
Protractors, they call them protractors.
Yeah, but it's 2 hands. In fact, it's a full 360-degree one, and I don't know exactly what that device is there. Is it?
It looks like a pen.
Some of the equipment again. I think we see the distance to the original case for the compasses. You've got your pencils and stuff like that. So you've got that special set square. This is a picture of that.
Very similar to what we had before.
Yeah, except this time he's got some tape on. I used to have these standard stapler things.
Yeah.
These are your standard pencils. I don't think people still have it. But obviously, we just say that's pencil sharpness.
Very.
Looking up here now, this is a special pen. Are they nibs down there?
They look like nibs. I'm not sure what they are.
What are these here? Yeah, well, anyway. I used to love these rotary pens. Around here, you've got a rod in the centre and precise thickness. And I used to, in my at university, got the side of your calculator around here as well. So you have an ink cartridge, you put it inside, and it would just draw it down. I loved it. This is your circle and architectural pictures.
Template for circles and various shapes.
Yeah, to get here with your lines to adjust up. You draw your circle in. Your calculator, but it's not so old. It's got solar cells.
Yes, it has.
So it's but you've got your what is it? Stencil set here, and this is a rubber. I think will be a rubber. This is Again, I wonder what these are for. Do you think these are...
There's that set of strange things we're not sure what they are.
But up here...
this is just a consolidation of some of the other stuff we've put together.
And we have these are super fun, these flexi curves. To all come together in his picture of a house.
It looks like the house he built in Moscow Street, Glenbrook.
Yeah, you can see, I think we're going to have a picture of the front door here and the side views. I think it is. I wonder what this is. I don't know whether
it's like the specifications or something for the house, is it?
Yeah, unfortunately we can't
read it. Yeah,
or we can't expand it here on this piece of software. I can sort of read a bit when exactly what it is. So you can't zoom itself. So if you walk down up to Jim Atkins, you'll see this house going through.
In fact, interesting to note, the house was built on the site of the original Howlett store. It was an old store in Glenbrook, and actually the storeroom was actually moved to the back of the property to when this house was built.
All right, so people would have just basic stores and provision up the top, sort of like your corner store, would it be?
It was like a corner store, Howlett store.
Your beautiful gate. So this is still here in Glenbrook. If you walk down Wasco Street, which is the street parallel.
It has been deserted for a while, but it looks like there's some activity back there now.
And this is the front door, which is apparently a beautiful front door with that neoclassical top up the top there, stand across there.
Well, yes, his son John lives in Springwood, and I'm not sure. John's come back down there. I've never met John, but his son lives in, and his mother, Helen Bennett, is currently in the nursing home up in Springwood, and she's a very, very elderly lady. She's over 105 or 6 years old. And,
wow.
And she was a well-known artist, Helen Bennett.
Oh, Helen Bennett. We'll have to put that in our story. It's Helen Bennett. There's another poet and stuff like that. Yeah. Here you can see I find it interesting. Here's the foundations. Do you know what this is?
He designed a lot of buildings around the Penrith area, and we've got drawings of a lot of these buildings. And I'm not sure what a lot of them are or where they are.
You can see this has got some large sandstone blocks in it. So I wonder if that gives it here. And it's trying to see western elevation. Look, this has got showers and toilets in it. Male, unisex. It must be some sort of building.
Looks like a toilet block.
Well, it says service area. Well, these are all the toilets, but that's showers, toilets, male, female toilets, male, female toilets. That must be some.
Yeah. This is a drawing of Knapsack Street, the house that his father owned at Mountside, and he grew up in this house. So Mountside is still there, and we'll see later on. There's some images of Mountside.
And this is.
But that house has been heavily modified since when the Skarratt family owned it.
It's similar to this house. We've still got this used to be where we're sitting now used to be a bank house, and it's been. There's sort of like a history of modification snailing around. It's quite a nice house now. Well, yeah, we should.
That's his father.
His dad.
Mr. Don Skarratt. He was a councillor of Blue Mountain Shire. Very well-known resident of the Glenbrook area.
And you can see the photograph here is deteriorating a little bit. This here, but the main photograph's quite good.
Mrs. Skarratt, his mother. Can I find out when she passed away? But Mr. Skarratt, I think, died in 1948, and I'm not sure when Mrs. Skarratt died.
A couple of things. I noticed that you've got the oh, we've gone a bit further forward here. No. Oh well, there you go.
That was the images we just missed were of Mountside. Mountside was a two-storey building, and it was severely damaged by bushfire, and it was rebuilt without the second story, and it just didn't look anything like it used to look. It was a beautiful, beautiful old building.
Yeah, no, I have to apologise that I've got this really old keyboard here with a stuck key, and so we'll skip through that. But this is more just for the.
Well, I guess it's from his school days.
Can you see Skarratt in there, or we don't?
No, I'm not sure which one. You check which one he is. I'm not sure what he looked like in his younger days.
They're decent 303s.
Yeah.
With the magazine in it.
I'm not sure which one he is.
It's sort of on a crazy. And you see the everyone. This chap here's got a nice three-piece suit on. Most of the people have got their three-piece suits on. That's not. So they're
Okay. School photograph.
Sydney's
grammar school, is it?
Oh,
no, Victoria.
SGS.
1935.
Well, there you go, 1935. And you see people that I recognise. I just want to see who gets to get bashed up in this group. This person's. Yeah, while they're off to war. So that's well, these are all officers. You can see by there. And that's the headmaster wearing the...
I might try and blow these photographs up later and see if I can read the shields.
There's the
bugler.
The bugler, something like that. That's
the sergeant, yeah.
That's Sydney University. So it's Sydney University Regiment. That there is Sydney University symbol.
Where'd you pick that up?
Oh, I think so. Well, that's New South Wales stuff. And there's the Australian Army Rising Sun. Mm-hmm. A really picture there. Good old person there. But for all this poor chap here has got all these people in command, and there's his sergeant with their glasses coming through.
Some of his early activities, I guess, a bit of an adventure. You're doing a lot of canoeing down in, I'm not sure where this particular area is. Probably locally around in some of the wild rivers around here. Mm-hmm.
That looks a bit like the European. That look really could be a section of the And you know what? I think that reminds me of Jack Kennedy, in the sailings there. You can notice that these people here. Now, people should perhaps recognise what that building is. I'm sure.
Never been able to identify this photograph. I'm not sure where it was taken.
See the Kodak sign at the back, but the general gist is that you could. One of the things is with one of these photographs is that you have the photograph. We don't know where it is, but the kids dress up as the photograph and then just act the next section of it, bring the photograph to life.
Here he is obviously training, architect training.
Yeah. You notice that I noticed the fan up the top there and the electrics along there, but you can see that fan's just been tacked up.
Sydney Technical College. In fact, another friend of mine, Kevin Smith, actually trained at Sydney Technical College too.
You're right about spelling. It's double R, double T, Skarratt.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so that's a beautiful section saying, it's got a beautiful sequence.
We've got a date on that?
On that particular thing.
38, isn't it?
Oh yeah, 42, December 42.
42.
If you're going, looking at 42. And again, are we looking for a date here? That's 43.
43.
Another one certified here.
The Royal Institute of British Architects, Associate.
Yeah, that's really strange. It was 44, March 1944. Do you think the British had more to worry about? The next one, now, are we going to look for the date of that one? March, I'd say that 1970. I suppose it could well is a fellow. It looks more like the 1970s, doesn't it? The
In his military uniform.
The racing sergeant. Now here's these two pips here means that he's a second lieutenant.
Second lieutenant. Yeah.
Is that right?
I think so.
And basically, you can't tell what unit he's in.
So he's in he went to Milne Bay. We'll see photographs coming along from Milne Bay.
So he's 42. So he must.
We front of the tent.
Yeah, you can see that. That's interesting here because I know that the Australian Army didn't have. We only had khaki.
There he is with his wife in his uniform.
Now that is a classic shot. There used to be lots of people snapping people, photographing people in the street.
In Sydney. Yeah.
And that looks like a classic snap photograph.
From a street photographer. We are up in Milne Bay, up in that area.
So Milne Bay's in Papua New Guinea, and the Japanese were coming around to try and take Port Moresby, and so Milne Bay was right across there, and I think Australians won there.
Milne Bay was the first defeat the Japanese army suffered.
And this is...
It's like a wharf construction of some sort.
Oh, I will watch it. Probably constructing that you can see the architect's interest in not necessarily the picture, but the wharf itself. But that picture had
Some local kids.
that sort of shows so much pressure. I wonder if the fat bellies there are due to malnutrition or anything like that too. Milne bus service, number 2 bus, number 2, an open top bus. So, and then you've got the Jeep, the US Army Jeep and stuff like that. So I know a friend who was in the engineers up at Kokoda, at Port Moresby, and the Japanese threw. Well, and this is training the locals with weapons. This is
Riding on.
well, it's it's obviously coastal there, but again, everyone looks a lot. And this is one of the villages that uh, the person up here has got that traditional neck, that traditional. And then, are you okay there?
Just got a cough.
What we can do is we can. Oh, okay. Yeah, with this slideshow, you can't go backwards. If you miss a slide, that's the end of it. Your beautiful Australian Army tents. What I like about here is the washing hanging out the front, and this chap in the centre here.
By War Cemetery.
Yeah, I mean, that must possibly be.
This is a shot of Mount site before the fire.
Ah, okay. So,
Now, Mr. Skarratt, I think it was 1906 he bought. After the fire, bushfire with the top. It was rebuilt
without
out the roof, and
not.
but you wouldn't recognise the house now. It's been modified.
This is.
That's the.
And
That's just one of the old. Another one.
And this is where showing the old railway going through.
That's right. The old railway used to run where the main highway
And there's
is
public
now.
school now. There used to be. It looks as though there's actually a road through the public school.
Yeah.
There you go. Right here.
That's where the service station will be, I should imagine, just in there.
Oh, okay, yes. Yeah, yeah, that's exactly right. I didn't see, and you realise that the road's been widened, and here's the train station up there, and you different lots. And are these the people who live at the various places? Or
Yeah, that's
how old?
That's how. That's
And Bosco Street somewhere.
Yeah, that's the site. One of the particular sites. I'm not sure.
Again, that's Man Street. That's where.
Yeah, that's that must be the block. That must be the land.
And this is cancelled. See, Autofolio. My God. Victoria by the grace of God, United Kingdom, Great Britain, Ireland, Defender of the Faith.
Is it title deed, is it?
Oh, the land grant.
It might be an old title, what they call the old title before Torrens title.
Yeah. Heirs and the sign subject to several. Oh, this is Queen Victoria.
It's a land grant.
1897. And we could read through that.
That could be an old. Store. That's the store that used to be actually on that block.
At the block where the house is now. All right.
And the Howletts were an old Glenbrook family, and they had the store. They actually built another store down near the railway station when the railway line moved down to its current site.
Right. Well, just as well you're there because we wouldn't know where that is. So that's